Hello everyone, welcome to the session. I hope all are doing well. So now we are going with the switch cases like match cases. So here like is similar to the if else, but the syntax is a difference. Like how we done if instead if we giving one condition and after the else we after the elif we are giving one condition like that. So same as here, but the syntax and the some keywords are there which was used in these switch cases. So both are different. Like when we are going with an example, then we can understand clearly that. See here, here this is an input. Don't think about it. So first of all, the syntax of a switch case was in the form of first of all, match. Okay, this is an keyword. So match value, which input you are giving for a variable. For example, you are giving a input for value. So here you're giving an input for value. So you have to mention here value. So for which variable you are giving the value, so you have to mention here. So after that, you are going into the same as how you denote the after the for loop and if so here also same thing you have to do. And for case 1, for case 2, for case 3, here it didn't count, like it not counting that. It was saying that case means the value. If in the case of this value you have to print it, if in the case of this value you have to print like this, like that. For one example, it is difficult to understand, so we will go at here. Yeah. So here, let's take it as an input. We know that how to take integer as an input. So enter a number. So when we see here, when we giving some value to the value, okay, but it did not print here. See here, it says that if we give the like somewhat pronunciation is not good. Value of v now is okay. So the value of v was, let's I will give 2. Okay. So what will be happen? Case 1, this is the symbol for showing that how we done in else. If in if else statement, after the if condition, okay, after the if condition, we write that else like this. So same as how it will be in if else statement, how it will else the property, like what the working of else was same thing at here. It is a it we call default. If the conditions will be fail, like is not belongs to this condition, this case, not condition, don't call it condition. If this which we entered number was not belongs to this case, then it belongs to, I mean it will consider as this default case. So it's called as default case, which one is not considered above any cases, which match did not match to the any cases. So here case default. So when a case default, you have to denote like this case, like same as like here case 1. So same as case, but default you will denote as underscore and these dots. After that, print default. So in this case, he just given like, see, if I he he will ask the input. If I enter 1, then it will give case 1 because we written here the same thing. If I entered 1, right, so valid. So when I run it, you ask the input. I will give 1. It says yeah valid. So suppose if I didn't give 1, other than that, I will give 2 default because this 2 is not belongs to this case. What is this case? This case was having value 1. So for example, I will give 2 here. Again run it, entering 2 default. So here we have to know one thing that, so here we are getting the value default, right? So why? Because we have to, like, you already know, right? So in same as if else, what we done if else? If a equals to 2. Okay, here in if else what we done was a equal to 2. So or a equals to 3. Okay, so this will be happen. So at that conditions, if either one of the condition will be passed, then it will print the card output. Okay, like ABC. So you got the point that at here like this. But in case what we have to do, denote, we can't go with the comma because comma doesn't work here. So you have to give or. But how you will give or? Like this. Instead of this, see, we're getting the syntax. In case it doesn't understand what is or. So there is a symbol for or. This is the symbol for or. See, when I enter 2, valid. Okay, this is, don't think about that. So see here, valid. Don't think about this. This is came for because of this thing. So valid. Why valid? Because I entered 2. So if the case, in the case the value of v was either 1 or 2, valid. Okay. So this is how we find in match cases. This is the difference between those. And at here we this is the code. Okay, this is the code for every, like if you want to find numbers which were even, which were odd until some range, so we can use this. But this is for a limited things, like weekdays. For example, in our week we are having 7 days. So there is 2 weekends. So what are they? Saturday and Sunday, they are the weekends. Remaining all are working days. So if you want to print whether if just like, yeah, if you given an input as Monday, Tuesday, Thursday or Friday, yeah, then print working day. Otherwise if you print Saturday, Sunday, print weekend. So in that type of cases we will choose the switch cases, because they are having only limited things that we have to write. There is no, like, didn't have any conditions like a is divisible by 2 equal to 0, then print the like that. There is no conditions. There is only things which uh, we have to find, like we have to print just seeing above. If there is in the case of that, we can print that. So for example, if I enter here Monday, okay, so this is Monday, and okay, this is, okay, don't Tuesday, and yeah, so again give gap and r. So like that you have to give. After that giving space r, and again taking inverted commas, Wednesday. So after that space, yeah, Friday. So you have to print that. What you have to print? You have to print working day, right? So here you have to print. Here we are getting the number. So you remove the number and day. This is the day, right? So when we enter a day, if I enter Monday, What is the error was invalid literal for int. Okay, sorry. This is integer, right? So we have to give input. Run it again. So this is how like we are getting the things. We have to be more careful when we are before running and Monday. So enter working day. So like that. In the format of this, but mostly they will use like other than this, they will say that case one, case two, case three. Like see, for example, yeah, with this I will say that here I will keep one. Okay, print. Yeah, after this again, here it will be case is not equal to this thing. So yeah, see here, this is the another way to finding whether if we insert an integer and after that it will show the which day was today. So for inserting an integer, we have to give here int. Okay, so give here int because we are entering an integer, and yeah. So see here, when we are going with this for case one, so when you give input one, then it will print Monday. If you input two, it will print Tuesday, three Wednesday, four Thursday, like that. If you print which number, it will see that, and uh, well, it having that, so it will print the same thing. So here, if I enter three Sunday, so yeah, we get the Wednesday. So see here, in the case of three, it was choosing Wednesday because we entered three, and like that. If you enter four, in the case four, like you will see the cases. If case four will in the case four, there is no condition. If it is true, then it will choose this. If it is true, it will choose this. No. If you enter which digit, it will check it. If it is not there, it go to the default. For example, there is no 7. So if I answer 7, it will say Sunday. So here there is a mistake that, for example, what is the mistake? Let's see that. For example, I entered a 68. We know that the highest number of days are 7 only, but if you enter 68, then it will give Sunday. So what is the reason was you entered in a default. In the default mode, sorry, in default type, you entered the Sunday. So what do you think that here, what you think? Yeah, because of this, other than these six, there is only Sunday. So if we print here, there is no problem. But if we enter 68 or up seven from 7 to infinity, any number other than like 0 to minus infinity, if we enter any number, then it will show Sunday. So this is the problem. So you have to mention another thing that here if so if you want to do like this, then you can do if v is right 0 less than okay v less than or equals to 7. Okay, so this whole match case. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we'll get one extra thing. If I enter another thing, then it doesn't show anything. But here there is another thing that wait, I will say you. So see here, when I run it, draws the day. If I enter 7, right? So it will show the Sunday because v is equal to 7. So the if statement will be passes, and when we are going into the match cases, there is no 7 availability at any case. So it will choose the default case. But here is another problem that if you enter 99 like 67, it does not give anything. It have to say this is a default day, like this is there is no valid, this is not a valid number. It have to show that it is not valid number. But why it was not showing that? Because you have to add else you have to print that invalid number. So with this much of process, we can do it as simple that again we have to with this, yeah. Okay, with this we can do easier other than before. See, if you add here 7, okay, add here 7 Sunday. Okay, here our work was completed. After that, take another case which was default. So here do that print invalid number. Okay, so when you run it, it will ask the day. If I enter 9, so there is up to 7 only, so invalid number. If I run it again, if it will ask another number for another thing, so I will enter 7, it will show Sunday. So this is how we do this match cases. So there is no specific condition for this thing. In the case of 1, you have to print it. In the case of 2, you have to print it. In the case of 4, you have to print it. There is no condition. There is direct values. So if we get the direct values, then it will be work. For example, here there is input V, and there is another input which was yeah, A. So it is an another input of enter a day. Okay. So like this, you want to do like this type of sums, you have to add something like C equals to A into V. Okay. Do just like this. See, if you run it, what it will have the first input. For example, first one, 3. Okay, Wednesday. Because the C value was 3. Like this. It's just for thing like practicing. And again, you have to think like adding if how I did before time. Adding if and I am just getting the Sunday or Monday like that. So yeah, this is the thing. How we do in maths cases. This is the finding of the day. Like this, we are having sums in maths cases. It did give the value. If you will get this value, then print it. Otherwise, default. And after this, only that both are same, right? Write a switch case program for scenario 2. Both are same. So value 1, match value, case print case 1. No, I think both are same. Okay, so yeah, here we go with. We already discussed this example, right? So there is no need of that. Same thing here also. For 1 to 7, he taken that Monday to up to Sunday, and after that invalid number we done, but here invalid. So for same as this calculator, for each yeah, for each thing like plus minus into like that. So in this first line, yeah, see here, this have to be at down, same thing. Okay, so here OP, what is the OP? We have to give the input here. So whether we give plus or minus or into or divisible, these four things, and he already taken that the two inputs Okay, when we run it, it will ask the operator. If I enter plus 15, 10 plus 5, like that. If we want, in if else also same, we did like we are taking this is as like this is string, same as input int. If I enter like elif, okay, we use it like if elif else, like that. Here also same thing, but we are using cases in the form of cases. Okay, now same as here. Int of input of. So when you run it, yeah, where, yeah. So it will ask the operator if you give minus. So what is the first number was 68 and 56, 12. So this is way of getting that. So if you use any operator like at the rate, hashtag, dollar, the percentage like value modulus, we use it for modulus. If you enter like that, so it may be show the invalid. So we add another case that which string this thing. So it also an operator, arithmetical operator in Python, right? So we can add it, no problem. And after this, which we left, yeah, another thing that there is another case. Yeah, when we use this double slash, we will get the integers removing the float, the decimal places. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So here when we run it again, operator, you can give like this and 46, 3, 1, because 315 is 315, 45. So there is remaining 1, like that. This is an operator like calculator, how to calculate the values like that. Other than, yeah, these things. So if you use same thing like if you enter plus here for both plus operator, when you enter plus num 15 to 17, it adds and it will stop the testing for others. Okay, which if we entered plus, right, so plus will be stops here, and after that it will print the value. Other than that, it doesn't go at here downside. If you print here plus, there is no problem with that. If you print whole this 5 as plus, so no problem. When you use this modulus, then you will get the invalid because there is no symbol for that. So how like this is the way of doing that. And 46 minus 34, 12. Oh, sorry, I am doing that. I have to enter operator, right? So this thing, what is that? Yeah, what is the num? 68, 56, 1. Yeah, it approximately 1 point something will be come. So it gives 1, like that. This is the calculator that when we print, we give an operator that double slash. So these cases all will be fail, which it belongs to the direct value. Here the value that slash. So it prints the a double slash b. So what is that was 1 point something. But when you use double slash, so we get only 1. And the decimal place will be erases. So after that, like this, if you enter which operator, then you will get the same thing. And these are the inputs which you have to give. And after this is ATM menu. So here also you have to give one input. G equals to int of input of see here balance, deposit, withdraw. So we have to enter a number. Okay. So just write a number like this. When you run it, yeah, it will ask the number. So for case one, like imagine we are talking about the ATM, right? So if you enter the number one, like in the case of one, you are taking means what is the meaning of you pressing the one? You'll get the balance. If you press 2, deposit. If you press 3, withdrawal. And like balance means you can see that. And if you press 4, you can exit from the that operation. So operation means not this is not a loop, right? So just operation means you're doing such type of thing. What are you doing in ATM? So you can come out. So for that, see here, if I enter 1, it says that balance. Okay. If I, yeah, run it again and it asks the input. If I enter 4, it will says exit. You can exit automatically if you press the 4. If you enter 3, withdraw. This is the withdrawal page. You can withdraw. So like that. If you run and if you give 9 here, so it will shows invalid. Sorry, 9 here, enter invalid like this. So this is how it works. The case means it having an exact value. If we enter, no problem. Otherwise, it goes to the default. So what is the default? Invalid here. So like this, we can do that. For example, if you want, then you can enter another integer that is balance. Okay. B means balance here. First of all, B of int of input of money, right? So yeah, here this is our balance, okay? Not money. So balance. First we have to enter the balance. Otherwise, we keep the balance at like 70,000. Another zero, and we have to add B in front of it. As in, this is the balance, okay? When you enter the balance, just do with comma that. Yeah, here write B. But when you deposit, so if you are depositing like depositing go for deposit, so you have to enter some money, right, for deposit. So that is a deposit is in a integer type, so enter money. When you are entering some money, so it will be deposited. So after that, this B plus A. Withdraw means B minus what you enter, for suppose. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to, if you press the 3 and enter the money, then you can withdraw from it. For example, B minus A. And exit means there is, did not have to show anything. Exit, right? Yeah, no, don't give gap because comma will give it the gap. And when you run it, so it will ask the num, means what is the value, like which case you have to choose. So if I choose 2, and it will ask the again enter money, how much you if you want. So if I ask whether I want I mean, whether I two, right? Two means deposit. I want to deposit 45,000. So deposit 1,50,000. So like that. So yeah, deposit, do like this. Print again. Balance is B plus A. Okay. Control C and do it here. Same thing. Remove here. Just write A. Here, right? Withdraw amount. So here, now balance. Yeah, same thing. Okay, like this. So, so here, yeah, you can enter here, but remove this input then. Okay, this is more better than that, because if you remove here and just do in inside the case that taking input in this case. Okay, A int of input of, we know that how to write inside an input. We have to remove A here. So like this. So this is how taking the input. Same as here. Okay. But change this to the somewhat like X. Here also X. So yeah. Here, see, first of all, when I run it, I want to let know first what is my balance. So I will enter 1. It will show that your balance was 70,000. So now if I want, yeah, I already done with the balance. So if now I want to enter the thing that deposit, I want to deposit. So deposit amount, how much I want to deposit was 45,000. Enter. So I will get, now balance was 1,15,000. So like this. If no, I want to withdraw. So 23,000. So yeah, sorry, this is default case because we have to enter up to 4 only. So the deposit to withdraw was 3. Enter. It asks the deposit amount. So when it asks the deposit amount, 89. Suppose I take 70,000 my balance, so 69,000. What happened? Okay, okay. We printed here, right? A is not defined. In the case of 2 only, A will define. After that, A is not defined. So again, we have to 369. Okay, sorry, minus it. This is withdraw, right? So same 369. Now balance was 1,000. So like this it works. If you want in more detail, like has how we going to the withdraw or deposit, so we will get some things like if we press 1, you successfully sorry, this is the balance, and after coming back, when we press 2, enter the deposit amount. When we adding the amount, now this balance, like that. So it was showing this type. So yeah, if in the conditions we can add another thing, that in case 3 we can use if else statements, that if x which we entered, right? X was less than or equals to that b. Okay, so that uh yeah, you can print these two things. So sorry, this thing is before that, because we cannot print access input inside the if else, right? So back it, back it. Okay, here. So now again, okay, this is the way. But if x will be greater than b, then what will be happen? Take else part inside it and print that. Yeah, okay. So here I done was that when we are taking the case 3, so when we are taking the case 3, so it will ask the input how much amount we have to deposit. Sorry, this is asking the deposit. We have to mention here withdraw, withdraw amount. So when we enter the withdraw amount, if the withdraw amount is greater than, I mean less than b, means which was we are having the balance is less, so there is no problem. It will come out and it will show you that now your balance was something, which how much of that. If you enter wrong thing, like see here, if I enter 3 and it will ask the deposit amount. Why it was deposit? Okay, sorry. Run it again. 3 and it will withdraw amount. If I enter 70,000, I am having so 71,000. Your balance is low, re-enter the money. So here yeah, in for loop, this is an in for loop, it will ask again the money. What we condition we will put that if x is not equal to, like x is not less than equals to b, then print this. Okay, so after printing this the condition will be fails, and again loop runs. So we will enter that again it will ask the input. So when it was asking the input, so that time we will give the correct name, like that. But here this we have to run it again, then only we can give the new thing. So when we are giving 3 here, withdraw amount 69,000, so your balance is 1,000. If you want more, then you can add here that print successfully withdraw the amount. Okay, like that. So this is the way of you are doing the coding in the real life problems. So how we are doing like withdraw or adding and everything, and not at all like with this only coding, we are doing with this cyber security and everything. With the help of everything, we forming the like real life things. So for the ATM, this is the way. And after this, red, yellow, green. So in the case of red, you have to stop like traffic signals. We're doing in the traffic signals, right? So in the case of red, you have to stop. In the case of green, you can go or wait. So remove this and paste it. So here s equal to input dot lower. So why it was that dot lower? If you enter capital stop or small stop or anything, sorry, capital red, small red, or capital Y, small y, so it will convert the letters. I mean, yeah, letters into small because we are using the lower. And if we run it, it will ask the input. So if we when we are insert the input, it will convert the, if we enter capital, then it will convert the into small. If we enter small, it will convert into the small only. Sorry, it will still be small. So after that s value at here it will be occur, and that if case red, then print like this stop. Okay, so in default case invalid. You can go like that. Yeah. Wait some time. Okay, stop there. It was taking time. Okay, if we enter anything, then it will be more like enter signal. Okay, enter signal. Just copy it. Oh, sorry, copied it. So when we run it, enter signal. So if I want to give red, okay, stop there. So if I run it again and I will give now yellow. Okay. So now I will get, okay, I done run. I have to enter, right? So yellow, yellow. Wait some time. Why again this yellow was printed? Something, I think, glitch maybe. Again you did video. Okay. Oh, same. Wait, we done double time. I think it get there in the second line, so no problem. Yellow, wait some time, like that. So this is the code for traffic signals. So when we enter red, it will say that stop there. If we in case of yellow, wait some time. Green, you can go. So you can say that how it will be like if we have to change red, yellow, green, then only it will be shows there. So what will we do for that? You know, for loop, right? So in the for loop, we go in a flow like integers. So use while loop, okay, for infinity. Okay, infinite loop. It is an infinite loop. Take an infinity loop in while. So what you do was take a increment that 2. Okay, 2 minutes. Generally in traffic we have to stop 2 minutes, I think 120 seconds. Okay, so insert that same thing into the that and enter that the coding which was for we using while loop. Every 2 minutes change the color in a sequence. So we will see at after these match cases we will see that type of questions. I think this is regarding time, right? So we have to convert that or something is there. So I will do work on that and I will confirm in the next coming session. So as per now, this is how we have to show whether the color was red or whether the color was yellow, green. So for that, stop there, wait some time, you can go like that. We can proceed. So month name, we already, yeah, same as day, but here they taken only few for. If you enter one, it is January, 2, February, 3, March. But like default other month. Like see, this is a fault that if you enter 13, there is only 12 months. But you enter 13, so it was an invalid. But when you enter 13, it will show that other month. So there is no month at 13. So this is a fault. So you have to write everything like that. If otherwise in test cases whether it was asking January, February, March, then print that other things are other month. If you print like this, then hidden case will be never be success because the hidden case on depends on the values. So it will gives choose the every value. Okay, if you, for example, here see in I want there is a question that print if one if we enter one, then you have to get January. If you enter two, we get February. If we get three, we get March. So print like this. So what we did with that was see, for one we get January, 2 February, 3 March. So as per that given three test cases, there is three cases which the question was given that for first case, like there if the value of m was 1, print January. If the value of M was 2, print February. For that, three cases will be success. But what about hidden cases? Hidden cases will how will they work was they will start from 1. If 1 will pass, okay, 2 will pass, okay, 3 will pass, okay, 3. If 3 will did not pass, we know that because when 4 comes, it show the other month. So don't worry about that. If 13 will come, what happened? It will show the other month. So maybe it will change that. If you enter any number, it will show the other month other than this 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it will show some error. And here are the other examples of match case. So see here. For now, restaurant menu. For this thing, yeah, okay. So here it was saying that it was in a restaurant menu, and yeah, here we go. That choice we have to give an input choice, match choice. Case one, print pizza minus 250. Case two, sorry, minus not sorry. Pizza means 250, burger means 120, pasta means 180, like that. So it was saying like that. So here, yeah, like that. So after print invalid item, if you enter any 4, 5, 6 like that choice, it will show invalid item. So yeah, and now right, with this if we run it, we will get sorry, here we did not mention, right? So it will take, it will get means it will ask the output, sorry, input, but takes more time. But if we enter anything here inside it, then it will comes fast, very fast. Yeah, how we will run it, it will show the enter now. So if I enter 3, then it will say pasta is 180. So from here you can say that like somewhat is a device that having up to 3 numbers. If you enter any number, it will say invalid item. So if you enter 1, it will give pizza amount, and if you enter 2, it will show that burger amount, like that. So yeah, if you here take another thing, that number of items, okay, number of items. So just it take as hint of input of enter now. So for this, after this, yeah, what is the, like, let's take another variable c that was saying that which was the price of this pasta. You have to take that. Instead of this, we can take in another time. Yeah. So here take which was at here. Control C. Yeah. Instead of, yeah, when we are doing this, right? So we are just saying that here, if you, and we can also do like if when enter pizza is 250, so we can do in the same case. So we will do like that, because at here we are taking another variables, like it will be heavy. So after printing pizza is 250, so it will says that Yeah, taking another variable that c is equals to how much, like you have to, if case one, then you have to give another input. So how many pages you want? So that to item, number of items. Okay. So this is an int of input, input. Okay. So yeah, enter now. So this is the way of like number of items. So control V. Oh, sorry. Control C and do it in a like here also. Yeah. And if you enter any number, it will ask the how many items you want. So which items you are saying, like how many items you want. So here, let's do that. For taking another variable which was C. So C equals to which was number of items into what is the value of pizza? 250. So that's all. If you and here when you're going with this, okay. So yeah, here another thing C equals to number of items T. Yeah. So here items into what is the value of a burger? 120. So here same thing that you take C equals to number of items and into 180. The value of pasta is 180. So print C. Here also in the case of only two, you can print the burger C. Okay. Which was inside the burger. You can print it. Otherwise you can't print C. So here when you run it, it will ask first input. So for which category you want to go, whether you want to go in pizza, in burger, in pasta. Let's suppose we go into the pizza. So if I enter the number one, the pizza, one pizza was the way, sorry, the amount of pizza was 250. So if I want three pieces, three pizzas, so total amount was 750. And you can write like this also, like adding this total amount. Sorry, don't here, comma. Like this here also, total amount. So no need of that. If we go with this burger, and burger was 2 here. So when I enter burger, one burger was 120. So if I enter 5, total amount was 600. So yeah, if 5 burgers you take an order, so you have to pay 600 like that. So the like this is the real life example. If we go into any shopping mall like that in the machines, so if you which category you want to choose, so I want to choose the burger category. So you want to choose the burger category, press 2. So after pressing 2, just go with the how many number of burgers or how many number of pizzas you want, add the amount. So yeah, here you can go with like this. And so if you want like this, so when we run it, so enter now first. So if I want 3, so pasta is 180. So enter number of bowls of pasta you want. So if I want 6 bowls of pasta, not 6. If I want 4 bowls of pasta, so your total amount was 720, like that. So is there is another way that like yeah, no, this is enough for that. See like this. If you which order you are taken, so it will add the total like that 720 and renum 3 pasta was 180 like that. So this is how we are doing at a real, this is a real life example. So we are going with that, and after completing this, student grade. This grade thing, we already no need of this. We already done with it. And average, good, excellent. We have to enter A, B, C, and it will say if the word was A or B or C, then excellent, good, or need improvement. Yeah, this is also same thing. Just we run this thing and array. Yeah, for an compiler. So here when you are doing this, you have to give input. Whether you can give small capital letters or small letters, it will convert into small letters. So there is no problem with that. So please sure you have to enter something. Okay. So if you enter Chrome, then launching Chrome. If you enter Edge, please launching Edge. So if you add dots here, it will scenic. Unknown. If you enter any other browser, it will show unknown browser. So when you run it, so if you enter Chrome, launching Chrome, dot like that. So you can write here also, but as per for we already written for and if at there. So we are just doing in the case study also. So no problem with that. If you enter Edge, you can do like that, and we can create our own things like one examples in the case in a easier manner that if this case in this case print this thing, if in this case print this thing like that, we have to give the direct values. There is no conditions in case. And yeah, after that error code is int of input. Okay, it is an integer. If case was 2000, case was 4404, so like that. So print success, prints not found, unknown. Yeah, and many times I also got the same thing that 404 page not found or something is there. Control C. When you remove, okay, yeah. See here when you run it, it will ask the a particular number. So okay, there is no. I forget to yeah enter error page. Okay, so copy it and now we yeah code equals to int of input enter error page. If you when you run it, you have to give only that like see enter error page. So if I give 404 not found like that. For example, if you try that 200 or less than 200, less than equals to 200 in case of, so what will be happen? It will show the error because for what you are doing that. You did not get because when you're giving 200, right? So when 200, you did not say that equal to 200. You're just giving the 200. So see here in down case, there is only 404. So you have to getting that the value of code when the value of code is to 404, then only print this. So you're not mentioning here equal to, right? So you are just that is the rule that which you mentioned here. The value of here, the value of that was present here, then it will be print that. So you're not giving equal to then How can you give this less than or equal to? You did not give in this equal to. So there is no condition like that. So if you give the number, no problem. If you give any another numbers, so unknown, like that. This is how it works. And after this balance transfer invalid. Same, and after this, from this, everything was same like that. Yeah. After that, like we have to enter the input. So if in the case the values are matches to our input, then it will print the what inside it. Otherwise, it did not print it. It will print invalid or invalid number. It goes to default case. So it will be treated as a default case and it will print the invalid. So same as that before. If you give other than 200, 404, if you give any another number, it will show that unknown. It will treat it as a default case like that. So this is the match cases that we have to give the values here. And when we are giving the input, if the match cases and input are same, then we will get the what inside it, like balance or balance, transfer, invalid. And this is how we doing this match cases. So in after session, we will do this about the conditions, like we already not started this tough examples, right? So we will start in the next session. So we up to now we completed most of the questions, and after that we will go into that. And thank you for watching.